What I'd like to share with all the stakeholders of the university, the students, the alumni, the staff, the suppliers, government, municipalities, future employees, future students, is that you are about to see a new University of Fort Hare. It is going to rise from the ashes. This Vice Chancellor, Prof. Buhlungu, has been reappointed, so he's going to start his 5-year term now, second 5-year term. If the first 5 years was to just put the building block and clean up and get the rot out and just get systems in place, that is almost complete. Now the next 5 years that is going to start is to now actually implement the programs and fly. So I think all the groundwork has been done. Fort Hare is no longer going to be known for corruption, for dysfunctionality, for lack of progress, for horrible customer service, all these bad things and publicity, and students who strike every year, and staff who strike, and buildings that get burnt, and cows that run amok on campus. That's all a thing of the past. That Fort Hare is gone. You will not see it again. In terms of how council feels, of course, we're elated, we're very happy. We're happy that there's a document that puts down very clearly, that articulates very distinctly in specific terms what the key targets and deliverables are, and that really helps to go forward across the board, from the staffing, from the curriculum, from everything that we must do. Now we know what it is we're trying to achieve. It's trying to rejuvenate the university. It's called Towards a Decade of Renewal. And that has got a number of pillars, if I may call them that. From the actual business of teaching and learning, which is what the institution really has at its core, the revision of the curricula that is available, creating of new niches that the institution is going to focus on, evaluating the number of staff members available and what kind of expertise they need, even the staff, getting more of them to work towards obtaining their doctoral qualifications. So we need more PhD doctors, encouraging them to do that, encouraging them to take on more postgraduate students, improving how they are supervised. So there's now going to be much more emphasis on the actual work of how we teach, how best we do it, and how to make it more efficient and regionally relevant, while also being international in nature. So even though the university is in a small town called Alice and in a small, sleepy, post-colonial town called East London, we want that to be a place that is known internationally in key niche areas. And so the institution has identified some niche areas where it wants to focus. So that's one leg, the teaching and learning. Underpinning that actually is the improvement of systems and introduction of digitization, just even registering. For the first time now, the university this year had all the faculties able to have new registrations online. Some institutions have been doing it for a long time, but for us at Fort Hare, it was the first time we were able to do that. So we're moving towards that across all the levels from introduction, registration, all the way to graduation and getting funds for postdoctoral work, putting that on digital platforms for managing grants. So there are key systems that the institution is going to digitize as it emphasizes directionality in the teaching and learning. That's one pillar. Another pillar I could quickly talk about is that of the infrastructure itself. In many ways, the institution, the upkeep of the buildings has been neglected for a long time. So now this document addresses how in the next 5 to 10 years there's going to be a very sort of intentional emphasis on the actual physical infrastructure of the university. And they've started already renovating about 85 lecture halls, but there's going to be work that's going to be done across different departments, pollution facilities, laboratories, water system, wastewater management for the university and for the whole town of Alice. There's a framework for more construction, more buildings. So I want to believe if you come back to Fort Hare 10 years from now, you'll find a totally rejuvenated, transformed, and renewed institution physically, as well as in the offerings that it provides for the students and staff. What you're going to see going forward is going to be an institution that is forward-looking, that is well-run, that has got the infrastructure in place for the programs it needs, that has got the people in place for what needs to be done, that's going to build a very good reputation locally, regionally, and internationally, that's going to import the best talent at all levels. Middle management, senior management are going to get the best people who want to resuscitate the institution come to Fort Hare. And our students will be proud that they actually graduated from Fort Hare. Our staff and academics will be proud to be associated with the university, that they were here during a time of renewal. And so my message to everyone is that welcome to the new University of Fort Hare.